Hi there, I'm Chris Berman. Here we go on ESPN. The freak, Javon Curse. He bolted in free agency this offseason. We'll see if he can be the same impact player in his new digs. I bet you, yes, we'll see. Eagles, Steelers. This ought to be good. He bolted in.
While the teams are out on the field getting loose, the fans are filing in and finding their seats for the game. Hello, I'm Dan Stevens, and welcome to Heinz Field. By my side, Mr. Peter O'Keefe. Peter, we've got a heck of a showdown coming up today. On one side, a running back who's capable of single-handedly taking over a game, and on the other side, an inside linebacker with a penchant for crushing hits and stuffing the run.
No doubt about it, Dan.
Brian Westbrook is a superb player.
His versatility is what strikes me. He understands the game of football and knows how to make the most of his physical abilities in every situation. And here on the other side is another top-tier player. Joey Porter is a terrific outside linebacker. This guy's like a rabid dog on the field once that ball snapped. He gets an excellent read on run plays, and he'll knock over as many guys as he has to get to the ball. It should be one heck of a matchup. It'll be interesting to see who gets the upper hand.
Well, all right, Peter, we'll keep our eye on them as the game progresses, but first, the coin toss.
It's heads.
There's the signal, and we're ready. Akers boots the opening kickoff. Caldwell decides to take it out of the end zone. Tackled at the 23. The weather is a factor, and ESPN's very own Suzy Kolber has some information for us. Suzy.
Thanks, Dan. It doesn't rain much harder than this, Dan. This deluge is turning the grass into mud, and the players' cleats are churning it right up. This game looks like it could become half football, half mud wrestling. Back to you.
Thanks, Suzy. The Steelers will start this first play of the drive at their own 23-yard line. Porter grabs the bullet, and that's a gain of 7 on the play.
Pass interference, number 24. Defense.
Sheldon Brown
manhandled that receiver back there like a puppy playing with a chew toy, Dan, and he rightly got slapped with defensive pass interference.
Gains 5 on the play, and that brings up second down. It looks like, we've had an injury down on the field. As soon as we hear anything, we'll be sure to pass the information along to you.
Yeah, feel this? All right. It hurts. Right there. You're going to be all right, man. You're going to be all right. Let me help him up. I need to get back to us. You're going to be all right to play?
Second down, 3 wideouts in the game. Lewis tackles him behind the line of scrimmage. Peter, unfortunately, we've had some players banged up so far.
Unfortunately so. As we can see here, we've got the injuries that have accrued over the season, and let me tell you, each one of these guys was hard to lose. Injuries are a fact of life in the NFL. You have to push on and field the best team possible.
Michael Lewis was a one-man wrecking crew back there. He powered into the backfield and made the tackle.
They don't let that play get back to the line of scrimmage, and that will bring up third down. Maddox unloads this to the right sideline, and it's complete for a first down and a whole lot more. gets the handoff and heads out right. Tackled at the 42. Second down, one man back. Ward goes in motion. Will get stopped at the line, and that will bring up third down.
Mark Simoneau not only cleaned the ball carrier's clock in the backfield, but buffed and polished it too. Big hit for a loss.
Nice job eliminating any forward progress on that play. That will bring up a third and long.
Oh, let's watch this. 5 wide out versus a D that is wisely loaded up on DBs.
Wynn tips it away on the coverage. Incomplete. Fourth down coming up.
Dexter Wynn swatted that one away cleanly. The receiver didn't have a prayer in getting that one.
Well, the D holds tight on third and long and forces an incompletion. That was a good call by the defensive coordinator.
Oh, it sure was. Perfect D for that situation.
And it will bring up fourth down. Gardocki gets ready to punt this away. Gardocki takes the snap and punts it away. The Eagles will start this drive at their own 20-yard line.
I'm coming, McNabb. I'm coming. They go back. They go back.
Pinkston goes in motion. Ritchie goes right up the middle and chews up about 4 on the play.
John Ritchie has some big numbers. 6'2", 250. Man, that's a lot of running back. The defenders who try to tackle him find out just how much real quick.
Back at the 24-yard line. That will bring up fourth down.
The Steelers took him down with only a 3-man rush. The protection was weak at best back there.
They take away any and all room and prevent that play from getting past the line of scrimmage. Fourth down coming up. Johnson gets the snap and punts it away. Randall fields the punt at the 37. Stopped at the 49.
Antoine Randall racked up a few yards on the run back there, whittling down the size of the punt a little bit.
The Steelers stalled early last drive, and we'll have to wait and see what happens here. They'll start at their 49-yard line. Falls in the pass, and that's good for 6. Dawkins was shaken up earlier, and I hear Suzy Kolber has a report for us. Suzy?
Thank you, Dan. I just talked to the trainers, and they said that he tore his bicep. They're icing the injury in an effort to ease the pain, but it doesn't seem to be that effective. The official word on his return, doubtful. Back to you, guys.
Thanks, Suzy. Staley gets the toss and runs into traffic. Crosses the field. Tackled at the 38. That will bring up first down. First down, 10 yards to go. Ward hauls it in right side and is well past the markers for a first down.
Ward has a small crowd of defenders working him and yet still makes the catch.
There's the catch, and there were 3 guys around it.
They say bad things come in threes, but that didn't seem like that was bad at all. Maybe mildly annoying, but definitely not bad.
A well-designed play there, Peter, and they will move the chains.
And let me tell you, Dan, hearing those chains move is one of the best sounds in the game for an offense.
Riemersma goes in motion. Staley carries it for the 6th time and picks up a couple.
Number 53. All right, what have you got? Okay, all right. Counter. Watch second and 8. Ball 29. Ready. Go back. Just do this side.
Staley gets the ball again and passes the line. Stopped at the 20. Third down and 5 wide receivers take the field. Maddox puts his foot into this one, and it's caught at the 2. Brought down hard at the 1. It'll be 1st and goal.
Plaxico Burress easily overcomes the double coverage to nab the football. Perfect synchronization by the quarterback and the receiver. Way to get open.
A beautiful pickup, Peter. Everyone on the offense is happy about that play.
Definitely. Great call by the offensive coordinator.
And it will be a 1st down. Adams sacks him way back at the 6.
Adams gets to his man in the backfield for a big loss. I don't know what happened to the protection. Let's have a look. You know, Dan, it's all about focus and persistence. He was not going to let that quarterback get that pass off.
They forced this play backwards, but it's not going to make too much of a difference.
Only 2nd down. Still a lot of options available.
Ward goes in motion. Staley carries it past scrimmage and will gain close to 6.
Deuce Staley went over the tackler like a kangaroo hopping a subway turnstile. Great job.
A decent play, and they'll now face 3rd and short.
That's the key, Dan. Make 3rd down easy, and they did just that.
Now they just need to convert. We'll see what they do. Shepard tackles him way back at the 6. That will bring up 4th and goal. 4th down, and the field goal unit is on the field. Reed with a 23-yarder, and they take the lead.
Jeff Reed kicks a soggy football here, but he's on target. And the kick's good. Great job in this nasty weather.
The ref gets the signal, and we're set. Reed kicks it off. Reed decides to take it out of the end zone. Brought down at the 22.
J.R. Reed got out close to the 20 on that one, so his decision to take it out of the end zone didn't really pay off, but it didn't really hurt him either.
The Eagles send their offense out on the field and will start this drive at their own 22-yard line.
Dan, bunch of receivers out there. Defense is expecting that, and they get a nickel.
McNabb zings it to the right side, and the reception's made at the 36. Finally dropped at the 49. 1st down.
Todd Pinkston makes the catch, but that's not enough for him. He gets it and takes off for more.
A well-designed play there, Peter, and they will move the chains.
And let me tell you, Dan, hearing those chains move is one of the best sounds in the game for an offense.
Owens catches the bullet out left, and that's a gain of 7 on the play.
Donovan McNabb
Made a nice throw there. Got it right past the defender.
They move the ball, and it will be second down.
Second and 3. Switch, black 15. Switch, black 15.
Westbrook has his number called on second down and heads left. Tackled at the 43. Third down, both wideouts to the right. Westbrook catches it left sideline, and they convert on third down.
Pass interference, number 51, defense. The penalty is declined.
As you can see, he's up over 2,000 yards for the year and still moving.
And that'll do it for quarter number 1. The Steelers with a small lead, 3-0. McNabb throws a heater, and he connects at the 17, and he's stopped right there.
Terrell Owens had nobody on him. The quarterback saw it and got the ball to him.
Peter, what a nice pickup to get them into a second and short situation.
Yeah, great play, and now they have a bunch of options on what to try next.
Second and 9. Ball out 16 yards.
The Steelers have it.
Clark Higgins delivers a solid hit here, but I think if it hadn't been raining, he would have held onto it. As it was, that ball was more slippery than the eel covered in motor oil.
Peter, there are many ways you can start a drive, but a turnover is not one of them.
No, definitely not. That was a big-time play.
The Steelers have been locked in a defensive struggle so far. They will start this drive at their own 16-yard line. Kreider goes in motion. Staley will get the carry on first down and will gain close to 6.
Second and 4. Ball is 22 yards.
Takes it for his 11th carry and will lose about a yard here.
Dahani Jones
Targeted the ball carrier early and didn't even let him get back to the line of scrimmage.
That's his second tackle so far. Maddox zings it to the right side, and it is not reeled in. Incomplete.
Tommy Maddox threw an incomplete pass into double coverage. He's got to use better judgment out there.
Peter, in third down situations, they have not been successful at all with the pass. This play was more proof.
Boy, third is such a crucial down, Dan. And when you don't convert, it really hurts.
Ardaki lines up for the punt. Ardaki gets the ball and punts it away. Lonnie catches it at the 37. Dragged down at the 43.
Reno Mahe
Didn't have much room to work with back there. The special team squad made sure he couldn't respond to that really nice punt.
The Eagles fumbled the ball away last time. Let's see if they can hold on to it as they start this drive at their 43-yard line. Porter tackles him behind the line of scrimmage.
Joey Porter was a one-man wrecking crew back there. He powered into the backfield and made the tackle.
They put a stop to this play behind the line of scrimmage. Pretty good call by the defensive coordinator.
Agreed, Dan. They had it all locked up there.
That will bring up second down. Westbrook picks up a yard on the play, and that brings up third down. Third down and 4 wideouts in the game. Eventually slides down at the 45. First down.
Donovan McNabb does a little last-minute razzle-dazzle here, and he gets some yards.
It's intercepted. Dragged down at the 39.
He's able to catch the ball in these rainy conditions, but he's playing for the defense, people. That rain is really rewriting the playbook out there today, and that time the D was the big winner.
Boy, that was a heads-up play to come away with his first interception of the game.
Yeah, you got to love D like that.
The Steelers are going to try and capitalize on the interception. They'll start this drive at their 39-yard line. Burris goes in motion. Staley will get stopped at the line, and that will bring up second down.
Hey, guys, we've covered this before. You know the plan. You know what to do. Stick to the plan.
Second down, 2 wideouts on the field. Intercepted. Tackled at the 48.
Sheldon Brown shows why you think twice before throwing a pass in his neighborhood. Watch. Great presence of mind to try for the football there.
Boy, that was a heads-up play to come away with his first interception of the game.
Yeah, you got to love D like that.
The Eagles were intercepted last time out. We'll see what happens here. We'll start at the 48-yard line. Greenwald tackles in behind the line of scrimmage.
Clint Greenwald was a one-man wrecking crew back there. He powered into the backfield and made the tackle.
Second and 10.
The ball's loose. The Steelers have it.
Dan, this right here is a live ball, and fortunately for the defense, they grab it and gain possession. Heads-up play.
Peter, there are many ways you can start a drive, but a turnover is not one of them.
No, definitely not. That was a big-time play.
Coach Reed doesn't agree with the call, and we're going to see the red flag.
Hey, we want a challenge.
Philadelphia is challenging runners with backward pass.
This is their first challenge of the game, and even if they lose this one, they still have one challenge left.
Dan, we've got to look at the pass itself and see whether the ball is moving forward or backwards. That will tell us what happens to the call. That looks like a lateral to me. I think they're going to lose this challenge.
It was a backwards pass, and therefore a fumble. Philadelphia will charge timeout. First down, Pittsburgh.
That will cost them a timeout, and you have to believe that he is not very happy with that call.
Yeah. Let's do it. Nice.
Delay of game. Offense. 5-yard penalty. Repeat first down.
The Steelers have had some trouble moving the ball recently. We'll see what they do on this drive as they start at their 38-yard line. Kreider goes in motion. Staley gets the call on first down and takes it upfield. Finally stopped at the 49.
Deuce Staley finds the hole on this one and gains some good yardage. Wow, great blocking on that play.
A good gain, and it will be second down.
I like that play, Dan. Nice call for the situation.
Here it comes, here it comes, here comes the ball. Leopard, leopard. Come again. I see two.
Staley will lose 4 on the play, and that will bring up third down. It looks like, we've had an injury down on the field. As soon as we hear anything, we'll be sure to pass the information along to you.
Check this out. You're gonna be all right. Just take it easy. I got some.
Third down with the tight end right. This one will fall incomplete. It'll be fourth down.
Hines Ward dropped the ball so fast there, you'd think it bit him on the thumb or something.
That's his first drop, and it is not often you see that from him.
No, normally he's pretty sure-handed there.
Give it up, punt team.
Kardaki lines up to punt after the 3 and out. Kardaki takes the long snap and punts it away. Mahe fields the punt at the 12. Stopped at the 22.
Reno Mahe racked up a few yards on the run back there, whittling down the size of the punt a little bit.
The Eagles have had real problems turning the ball over. They'll need to buck the trend on this drive, which starts at their own 22-yard line. Westbrook carries this one off to the right and will gain close to 6. Second down from the eye. McNabb throws the bullet to the flat, and the reception is made for a pickup of maybe a yard.
Joey Porter was a one-man wrecking crew back there. He powered into the backfield and made the tackle.
Another tackle, and he's starting to fill up the stat book.
He is dominating, Dan. So far, he's got 6 tackles.
Owens catches the heater left sideline and is at the 35. Chased down at the 24. It will be first down.
Terrell Owens racked up some nice yards after the catch. Killer effort.
That was the first time they even looked long in this game.
The question is, why weren't they stretching it out in the first quarter?
Watch the pass, watch the pass.
Westbrook goes in motion. McNabb just rifles this one, and it's incomplete. Adams had to leave the field earlier in the game, and now Suzy Kolber has a report. Suzy?
Thank you, Dan. I got in touch with the team doctor, and apparently he's suffering from neck spasms. They're massaging it, and it's working well. Expect to see him on the field later in the game. Dan?
Thanks, Suzy. Second down, 2 tight ends in the game. Westbrook carries this off his left tackle and maybe picks up 1 on the play.
Wow, look at those tackles. That's how you play sideline to sideline.
Westbrook goes in motion. McNabb uncorks this to the left sideline, and it's caught for a touchdown.
Freddie Mitchell is matched up well with the defense on this one, but is able to stay one step ahead for the completion. It's worth another look here. Oh yeah, the D might want to put more men on him next time.
He gets the touchdown, Peter, and that was a very nice play.
Definitely.
Time to make a play on the pass, D. No more good looks. Number 10.
Now the point after, and it's good. There's the signal, and we're ready. Akers booms a beauty here. Caldwell decides to take it out of the end zone. Tackled at the 20. Peter, interesting order to the division, isn't there?
Oh, you bet. Ricardo Colclough got out close to the 20 on that one, so his decision to take it out of the end zone didn't really pay off, but it didn't really hurt him either.
The Steelers' offense has taken the field, and they have been having a very tough time passing the ball. They have another opportunity here as they start off at their own 20-yard line. Staley will take this one off the toss and chews up about 4 on the play.
Single back.
Staley goes in motion. Maddox fires this one over the middle, and it's complete for a first down and a whole lot more.
Tommy Maddox gets it past the defender and into the arms of his receiver. That's a great play. Check it out. Ooh, nice, accurate throw.
A well-designed play there, Peter, and they will move the chain.
Great execution.
First down with a split backfield.
Check him.
This pass will fall harmlessly to the ground, and it's incomplete.
Number 26 with the cover.
Tommy Maddox has been searching for a rhythm out there, and he's come up short, Dan. As you can see by these numbers, he's been having a rough day of it. So far, he's struggled
to get 78 yards and no touchdowns.
What's the pass?
Second and 10.
Single back. Just three.
Maddox zips it to the left sideline, and it's tipped. Incomplete.
J.R. Reed managed to disrupt things. He got in there and he smacked that pass away. Great D.
Is that all you got, Ward? Come on. That's nothing. Left.
Ward grabs the rope right side, and he's looking for room. Finally popped out of bounds at the 34. That will bring up first down.
J.R. Reed finally makes the play, but not in time. Let's have another look. Oh yeah, gave up a lot of yards before forcing him out of bounds.
That's his second tackle so far. First down with 2 tight ends to the right.
Larry. Goes back. Switch it up. Trey, 37.
Maddox throws a heater right sideline, and the completion is good for 6.
Tommy Maddox lived dangerously on that play with a pass into double coverage, but the throw was on target. What a pass.
They move the ball, and it will be 2nd down.
Second and 3. Ball 28-yard line.
Second down, both tight ends left.
Ball 28-yard line.
Burris goes in motion. Bailey gets the ball on 2nd down and picks up a couple.
Danny Jones with the tackle.
Hey, look for play action! Play action!
Ball 26-yard line.
Liz! Strong back!
Stanley will get the carry on 3rd down and
Good, bring him out. You got the change. No first, baby, no first. Yeah, no first, baby, no first. Man.
4th down and less than a yard.
Chris Berman.
Reed with the 41-yard attempt, and it's good.
Jeff Reed sends it whizzing between the goalposts for a field goal straight down the pike.
The ref gets the signal, and we're set. Reed kicks it off. Wynn fields it all the way back at the 1. Left down at the 26. Well, Peter, some interesting information up on the screen.
Oh, you bet. Not a lot of action in this one overall, but even though they're in good shape, a single score can turn it around. They have to stay focused here. Dexter Wynn got out close to the 20 on that one, so his decision to take it out of the end zone didn't really pay off, but it didn't really hurt him either.
The Eagles are looking for some separation before half and will start this drive at their own 26-yard line. Westbrook will take the handoff and heads left. Tackled, and the clock will continue to run. Peter, unfortunately, we've had some players banged up so far.
Unfortunately so. Well, we've got some notable injuries this season. Teams are doing their best to put their best team on the field each week, but the injuries are piling up. There's no avoiding it. The key is to have depth in your roster and just hope for the best.
Second and 5.
Brian Westbrook had that ball in his hands on that play, and then he just dropped it.
That's his first drop of the game, and while every drop does hurt, you can't throw too much blame on him for that one.
That would have been a tough catch.
3rd down, 3 wideouts in the game. Westbrook pulls the lob down and is at the 35. Tackled, and the clock will continue to run. That will bring up 1st down.
Brian Westbrook
Had 3 guys covering him, but look what happens. Incredible catch.
A nice run after the catch, and that's what they expect from him.
Heck, that's his job description. You won't see him running a post route, but you will see him make plays off those shorter catches.
And that'll do it for the first half of this one. The Eagles with a small lead, 7-6. And now let's send you to Chris Berman in our studios in Bristol for the ESPN Halftime Report. Boomer?
Okay, Dano, we'll get back to you guys in a moment. But welcome, everybody, to the ESPN Halftime Show. I'm Chris Berman. The Steelers, therefore, find themselves in a tight ball game. Anything can happen in the second half. Let's get started in this one early in the first quarter. Tommy Maddox connected with his man on this one. Steelers midway through the first, this time at the 21. Tommy Maddox would find his target on this one. That set up an easy 24-yard field goal. Eagles later on in the second quarter. Eagles back by 3. Clint Krewald would turn things around. Big shift in momentum here as he pounced on a fumble. The defense recovered. The Eagles on D. Clint Krewald was in the right place at the right time, as his interception was a possible momentum shifter. Eagles back 3-0. Sheldon Brown is reading the quarterback's eyes all the way as he's able to get his hands on this one and pick it off. Eagles middle of the second. Terrell Owens came up with a huge play here as they cover a lot of real estate on this one. A 49-yard play that set up an Eagle touchdown. The Steelers answering right back. Steelers down by 4. Hines Ward had to work to find an opening, but he was able to haul this one in. And that's where we'll leave this one. Steelers are down, but still in it, 7-6. And as far as my halftime hero, well, there's really no contest. Donovan McNabb has played outstanding. And now let's return to the second half with Dan Stevens and Peter O'Keefe.
Thanks, Chris. And today's game has been presented in ESPN Game Sound, designed and developed in collaboration with Dolby, the leader in surround sound technology. The Eagles will receive to start the second half, and they currently enjoy a small lead, 7-6. Let's go down to the field. There's the signal, and we're ready. Reed kicks it, and the second half has now started. Wynn decides to take it out of the end zone. Tackled at the 21. We've got a quick update from ESPN's very own Suzy Kolber. Suzy.
Thanks, Dan. Head coach Andy Reid told me at halftime that he's pleased with his team's passing game and said the O-line has done a good job of giving the quarterback time to make plays. However, he thinks they can improve their run blocking. They haven't had much success with the run today, and he'd like to have that option. Dan, back to you.
Westbrook barrels off his left guard and picks up a couple.
I'm taking counter. I'm taking counter.
Pinkston goes in motion. Westbrook gets the call again and heads out right. Tackled at the 24. It's intercepted. Brought down at the 44.
Check out the interception here on the replay, Dan. Watch how he reacts to get in the ball's path. Nice. That's how you make the INT, baby.
Well, that's their second interception of the game, and stingy is appearing to be the motto for their defense.
Yeah, either that or give me the ball.
The Steelers' offense takes the field, and their running game really hasn't generated much other than a big play here or there. We'll see how they fare as they start at the 44-yard line. Burris goes in motion. Staley dodges this one way out right and barely picks up the first down.
Boy, they get some good yardage out of this one, Dan, and they do it a number of good ways. Good line blocking, good downfield blocking, and a nifty run to boot. Nice play.
A well-designed play there, Peter, and they will move the chains.
And let me tell you, Dan, hearing those chains move is one of the best sounds in the game for an offense.
Staley takes his 19th carry of the game and picks up a couple. Third down, tight end to the left. Ward catches the hard throw, and he will be well short of the markers. That will bring up fourth down.
Matt Ware brought down the ball carrier before the markers. There was some gain there, but not enough for the first.
And I'll tell you what, this looks like it wasn't that difficult to tackle, but he had his hands full.
Yeah, looks can be deceiving, Dan. He really had to square himself perfectly to make that play.
Reed boots it from 47 yards out, and they take the lead.
Jeff Reed really gets the whole ball here, and he needed it. Watch. That's a powerful kick for 3 points, my friend. When he needs to, he can boot that thing.
That's his third field goal of the day, and giving your team 9 points is nothing to sneeze at.
Well, unless those 9 points are covered by pollen.
Watch it.
Sorry, that makes no sense.
All right.
Sorry.
The ref gets the signal, and we're set. Reed rockets this one deep. Wynn decides to take it out of the end zone. Stopped at the 25.
Dexter Wynn got out close to the 20 on that one, so his decision to take it out of the end zone didn't really pay off, but it didn't really hurt him either.
The Eagles stalled early last drive, and we'll have to wait and see what happens here. They'll start at their own 25-yard line. Westbrook has his number called on first down and picks up a couple.
Second and 7.
Westbrook picks up about 2, and that will bring up third down. McNabb zings it to the right side, and it's caught at the 46. Chased down at the 49. First down. First down with a split backfield. Porter gets the sack way back at the 43.
The Steelers used only 3 linemen to Swiss cheese the O-line and sack the quarterback back there.
The defensive design worked flawlessly, and the refs will spot the ball well behind the original line of scrimmage.
What a way to derail a series from the onset.
Second and long ahead. McNabb throws a beauty to the right side, and it's bobbled and dropped incomplete.
Todd Pinkston let that one come right to him back there. You have to catch those passes, baby.
That would have gotten the first, but it's incomplete, and it will be third down. Watch out to the left, and they get the first on 3rd and long.
Well, those are some impressive numbers. Look at those receiving yards.
McNabb unloads this to the right sideline, and it's complete at the 23. Eventually runs out at the 17. It will be 1st down.
Chad Lewis makes a great play here, picks up some huge yards, takes it to the outside, then eventually runs out of bounds. Check it out. Nice play. He got what he needed, and then he headed for the sideline.
A beautiful pickup, Peter. Everyone on the offense is happy about that play.
Definitely. Great call by the offensive coordinator.
And it will be a 1st down. Westbrook gets the toss and runs into traffic. Porter penetrates and stops that back at the 19.
Joey Porter targeted the ball carrier early and didn't even let him get back to the line of scrimmage.
Peter, he's been lighting up the defensive side of the ball today and getting some nice numbers out of it.
You bet. So far, he's got 10 tackles and 1 sack.
McNabb rifles out left side, and the catch is made at the 11. Brought down hard at the 6. It'll be 1st and goal. Lewis goes in motion. No good. Incomplete.
You shouldn't have blinked, Lewis. You should have known I was going to be right there.
McNabb throws this on a rope, and he connects for a pickup of 4 on the play.
Todd Pinkston had a defender close by, but was able to bring down the catch.
That's broken kind of a cold streak for him. The last 2 passes his way were incomplete.
Yeah, let's see if he stays on track.
What do you think about winning the ball on us?
Oh, a lot of weapons out there, Dan. They can get you through the air or on the ground.
McNabb made a throw that was off target there. Incomplete. That will bring up 4th and goal.
Oh, Dan, I have to think the rain caused that incompletion. Watch this. Yep, I think he might have had it. It's just not a good day to be throwing the football.
Fourth down, goal to go. Akers from 19 yards, and they take the lead.
David Akers has little trouble pooching this one through. Let's see it again. Yep, he knows that you aren't allowed to miss many of those in this league.
There's the signal, and we're ready. Akers booms a beauty here. Randall L. decides to take it out of the end zone. Dragged down at the 26. Well, Peter, some interesting information up on the screen.
Oh, you bet. How they turn the ball over leaps out at you, and you have to think that that could come back to haunt them. Turnovers are the most telling stat in the NFL. Antoine Randall L. got out close to the 20 on that one, so his decision to take it out of the end zone didn't really pay off, but it didn't really hurt him either.
The Steelers will start this first play of the drive at their own 26-yard line. Maddox dumps this one off, and it's tipped. Incomplete.
That's what I'm talking about, baby. I'm bringing it, yeah. Told you.
Tommy Maddox has found limited success in the passing game so far, Dan, and he just can't seem to get into a rhythm out there. I'd say he's not very pleased with his performance. So far, he's got 111 yards and 1 interception.
Second down, just a single receiver on the field. Burris goes in motion. Staley barges off right guard and maybe picks up one on the play.
Face mask, number 53, defense. 15-yard penalty, automatic first down.
Mark Simoneau clearly tugs on the face mask here. You just can't do that and get away with it. Check it out. Yep, there's the flag. Definite face mask. That's a personal foul.
Motion. Bro. Go, 52.
Jones tackles him behind the line of scrimmage.
Dahani Jones targeted the ball carrier early and didn't even let him get back to the line of scrimmage.
Another tackle, and he's starting to fill up the stat book.
He is dominating, Dan. So far, he's got 5 tackles.
Rip. Strong back.
Riemersma goes in motion. Staley carries it for a third time in a row and picks up a couple.
Face mask, number 26, defense. 5-yard penalty from the spot of the foul.
Lito Shepard held the face mask back there, but it was kind of iffy. That's a 5-yard penalty and a right call.
Second down, 2 tight ends in the game. Staley will lose 4 on the play, and that brings up third down.
Darwin Walker keeps his man from getting back to the line. Let's watch. Pow! Oh, that's got to hurt.
They force that one backwards, and that's going to make this third down that much harder.
Yeah, they also make it easier on themselves by wiping out all of the potential short yardage plays they might face.
Third and long. Burris catches this one and tries to get free. Finally dropped at the 34. It will be first down. Maddox zips it to the left sideline, and it's complete at the 23. He's in for the touchdown.
Touchdown, Steelers.
Hines Ward makes one beauty of a play here.
He catches the football, but he sees he's got some room to move, and he ends up with a phenomenal run.
Gotta love seeing open field like that in front of you.
That's his first touchdown of the day.
And I think he's a guy you can count on to make those end zone catches. He sets a high standard for himself, and he usually meets it.
Here's the extra point, and
The extra point is
it's good. There's the signal, and we're ready. Reed rockets this one deep. Wynn downs this in the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles' offense takes the field, and their running game really hasn't generated much other than a big play here or there. We'll see how they fare as they start at their own 20-yard line. Owens goes in motion. Pinkston didn't haul that one in, and it falls incomplete.
Timo von Oelhoffen kept both eyes on the short out on that one and caused the incomplete pass.
Potential for some nice yards, but the defense plays it tough. That will bring up second down. Second down, empty backfield. McNabb fires this one over the middle, and the catch is made well past the markers for a first down.
Chad Lewis is head-to-head on this one with the pass coverage, and the ball is waiting for him downfield. That's a great catch. It's all about being in the right place at the right time, Dan. Perfect execution.
A well-designed play there, Peter, and they will move the chain.
Great execution.
Lewis grabs the fastball over the middle, and that will be good for a gain of 8.
Pass interference, number 53, defense. The ball is placed at the spot of the foul.
Clark Higgins manhandled that receiver back there like a puppy playing with a chew toy, Dan, and he rightly got slapped with defensive pass interference.
Smith goes in motion. Westbrook gains 3 yards, and that will bring up second down. And that'll do it for the third quarter. The Steelers are out in front, 16-10. Second down, 2 wideouts on the field. Polamalu makes a play on this and forces the incompletion.
Troy Polamalu knocked that pass down, and he made sure the only one to touch the football was him.
On second down, they try for the first, but it's played well by the defense. That will bring up third down.
Nice pressure that time.
McNabb puts his arm into this one, and the ball's caught at the 28. Eventually tackled at the 23. First down.
Donovan McNabb doesn't leave much room for error on this one. It's either a great pass and completion or an interception. Let's take a look. Well, that's a great catch and a great completion. You don't see many quarterbacks thrown into double coverage like that and succeed.
He adds another completion to his strong numbers today, Peter.
Yeah, he sets the bar pretty high for himself, but I imagine he's happy with his consistent performance today.
Westbrook gets the handoff and searches for a hole. Dragged down at the 16.
Brian Westbrook played smart and used his blockers to perfection on that last play.
They move the ball, and it will be second down. Second down, and they line up with 3 tight ends. McNabb just rifles this one, and it's tipped. Incomplete.
Joey Porter got himself in a prime position to bat away that football before the receiver even had a shot at it.
Let's stand tall. Let's finish this out.
Taylor tips it away on the coverage. Incomplete. Fourth down coming up.
Ivan Taylor managed to disrupt things. He got in there and he smacked that pass away. Great D.
That is their 4th batted ball. Tell you, we've seen a number of good defensive plays from this squad.
We sure have. We'll see if they can keep it up, though.
Fourth down, and the field goal unit is on the field. Akers kicks it from 33 yards, puts it straight through the uprights, and good.
David Akers kicks the field goal, but watch how close the ball gets to the upright. Man, a few more inches and he'd have made the highlight reel. Not the way he would have wanted to, though.
The ref gets the signal, and we're set. Akers booms a beauty here. Kolber decides to take it out of the end zone. Tackled at the 24.
Ricardo Kolber took it out of the end zone, and while it may have been a little risky, he gets out close to the 20, so it all comes out in the wash on that play.
The Steelers' offense takes the field, and they will start at their own 24-yard line. Staley chews up 4 yards, and that brings up second down. It's intercepted. Brought down at the 25.
Sheldon Brown shows why you think twice before throwing a pass in his neighborhood. Watch. Great presence of mind to try for the football there.
Peter, you couldn't ask for more from him today. He has done his part.
And
Coach Cowher is not happy with that call, and he's going to challenge it.
Hey, we want a challenge.
This is their first challenge of the game, and even if they lose this one, they still have one challenge left.
well, Dan, we've got to see if the receiver established possession before he lost the ball. Remember, he has to have full control of it. That looks like a catch and then a fumble to me, Dan. I'm agreeing with the original call.
The receiver did have possession. It is therefore ruled a fumble. Pittsburgh will be charged with timeout. First down, Philadelphia.
That will cost them a timeout, and you have to believe that he is not very happy with that call.
Yeah, let's do it. Nice.
The Eagles want to capitalize on the fumble and will start this drive at the 25-yard line. Pinkston goes in motion. McNabb rifles this one hard over the middle, and it's off, incomplete.
Chad Lewis looked like he had a solid catch there, and yet somehow he found a way to drop it.
That's the third incompletion his way, Peter.
Yeah, and he's starting to look a little frustrated down there, too.
Owens catches it over the middle, and that's good for 6.
Terrell Owens nabbed the football away from 3 defenders in his area. That's got to feel good.
Another short catch, and that's where they've been utilizing him today.
Yeah, the short routes have been open, and he's been exploiting it. Oh, look there, 150-plus receiving yards. He's been making plays all game long.
McNabb fires this one over the middle, and they convert on third down. It looks like, we've had an injury down on the field. As soon as we hear anything, we'll be sure to pass the information along to you. First down, 3 wideouts in the game. Westbrook gains 5 on the play, and that brings up second down.
Second down. Single back. I see 2. Second 2. Green 15.
Richie punches this one left of center and maybe picks up 1 on the play.
John Ritchie played smart on that last one by following his blockers, but, hey, they were unable to open up any holes for him.
You can't slalom around him like a downhill skier would, Peter. He's going to swallow you up.
Yeah, got to be a cross-country skier that time to get around him. He is a load out there.
Mitchell goes in motion. Townsend makes a play on this one and forces the incompletion. It'll be fourth down.
Shea Townsend swatted that one away cleanly. The receiver didn't have a prayer in getting that one.
They have really gotten after the ball as a team today. That is their 5th batted ball.
Nice, aggressive D.
4th down, 4 yards to go. Akers with a 24-yarder, and it's good!
David Akers has little trouble pooching this one through. Let's see it again. Yep, he knows that you aren't allowed to miss many of those in this league.
That field goal makes him 3 for 3 out there. Hasn't missed one yet.
And you can't coach that.
There's the signal, and we're ready. This will fly out of the end zone for a touchback. What a kick. The Steelers fumbled the ball away last time. Let's see if they can hold on to it as they start this drive at their own 20-yard line. Staley takes his 25th carry of the game and rambles for about 5.
Deuce Staley has been taken to both outside and inside the tackles, but the D is not letting him get too free. So far, he's had to work hard to get
56 yards on 25 carries.
2nd down, and they line up with 3 tight ends. No dice, and it falls incomplete.
Jeremy Truman had that ball in his hands on that play, and then he just dropped it.
That would have gotten the first, but it's incomplete, and it will be 3rd down.
We almost got him, baby. Say step it up.
Maddox throws a beauty to the right side, and it's tipped. Incomplete. That will bring up 4th down.
Michael Lewis swatted that one away cleanly. The receiver didn't have a prayer in getting that one.
It seemed like the defense read that one from the beginning, and they forced the incompletion with relative ease.
beautiful call by the D coordinator.
It'll be 4th down. Kardaki gets ready to punt this away. Kardaki gets the snap and punts it away. Mahe fields it at the 38. Tackled at the 42.
Reno Mahe
Didn't have much room to work with back there. The special team squad made sure he couldn't respond to that really nice punt.
The Eagles get their offense on the field and will start this drive at their 42-yard line. Owens goes in motion. McNabb unloads this to the right sideline, and it's complete for a 1st down and a whole lot more.
Donovan McNabb airs this one out beautifully. That's how you throw the ball, Dan. Take notes all you want to be quarterback.
Right on the money, Peter. He is just a fantastic passer.
Well, it's easy to complete a pass when there's only one guy covering the receiver.
That's the 3rd time today he's hit a receiver way downfield.
Well, his arm didn't come cheap for this team, so they might as well get their money's worth. Well, look there. He's up over 300 yards for the day.
Intercepted. No one in front of him. Stop at the 18.
Aaron Smith takes time out of his busy schedule of smashing O-lines to make the pickoff. Wow, he may be big, but if you're going to throw that low, he's happy to take it from you.
That's their 3rd interception of the game, and Peter, the D is homing in on the passing game.
Yeah, tough play. I love it.
The Steelers will start this drive all the way down at the 18-yard line. Staley takes it for his 26th carry and picks up a couple.
They're finishing a quick massage of the area and it looks like he should be ready to come back in soon. Dan, back to you.
Thanks, Suzy. Second down from the shotgun. Adams blasts him back at the 18.
Keith Adams was a one-man wrecking crew back there. He powered into the backfield and made the tackle.
That will be his 4th tackle of the contest. Doring goes in motion. Maddox zips it to the left sideline, and it's tipped. Incomplete. 4th down coming up.
Dahani Jones managed to disrupt things. He got in there and he smacked that pass away. Great D.
Well, the D holds tight on 3rd and long and forces an incompletion. That was a good call by the defensive coordinator.
Oh, it sure was. Perfect D for that situation.
And it will bring up 4th down. Has it sailed just left of the upright.
Jeff Reed sees his field goal attempt get waterlogged. There's the kick. And it's no good. Hard to be accurate when the football gets wet like that.
That's his first miss of the game after going 3 for 3.
I don't care how many he makes, that one miss will eat at him.
The Eagles were intercepted last time out. We'll see what happens here. We'll start at their own 26-yard line. Ritchie goes in motion. Westbrook has his number called on 1st down and maybe picks up 1 on the play.
I'm coming, McNabb. I'm coming.
Westbrook will get stopped at the line, and that will bring up 3rd down.
Joey Porter targeted the ball carrier early and didn't even let him get back to the line of scrimmage.
Peter, he's been lighting up the defensive side of the ball today and getting some nice numbers out of it.
You bet. So far, he's got 11 tackles and 1 sack.
McNabb uncorks this to the left sideline, and the big catch is made with daylight in front of him. 10, and he's in for the touchdown.
Terrell Owens really delivers on this play. Let's take another look. First at the catch.
There it is, but he's not done. He's going to make his way forward for extra yards.
Oh, he's a go-to guy for sure.
Wasn't supposed to be a touchdown pass, but he made it one with that terrific run after the catch.
He fights for every inch he can get out there so you don't leave any daylight between him and the end zone. Look at that, over 200 yards. Can anybody stop this guy?
Now the extra point, and it's good. The ref gets the signal, and we're set. Akers rockets this one deep. Colclough decides to take it out of the end zone. Tackled at the 22.
Ricardo Colclough took it out of the end zone, and while it may have been a little risky, he gets out close to the 20, so it all comes out in the wash on that play.
The Steelers' offense takes the field with time winding down. They'll start at their own 22-yard line. Burris catches it left sideline and gets past the markers for a 1st down.
Plaxico Burris is squeezed by 2 defenders on this play, but still comes up with the ball. Oh, that's pure skill. You can't coach that.
Peter, I'm sure he's happy to bring that one in. The last 3 passes to him have all been incompletion.
Yeah, he's struggling a bit there, but this may turn him around.
1st down, 1 man back. Staley takes the handoff and takes it upfield. Brought down at the 40. Staley picked up about 7, and that will bring up first down.
Deuce Staley played it smart back there by following his blockers, and that allowed him to make some good yards.
Nice second down call, and they will move the chain.
On offense, it was always a plus to avoid third down altogether, just like that.
Maddox unloads this one to the left, and the reception's made at the 37, hunted down at the 14. That will bring up first down.
Lee Mays racked up some nice yards after the catch. Killer effort.
What a play. A massive pickup and an obvious first down, Peter.
They weren't thinking first down as much as they were thinking touchdown on that baby.
First down, both wideouts to the right. First down and 4 wideouts in the game. Touchdown!
Touchdown, Steelers!
Jeremy Tooman has a guy shadowing him, but still manages to make the catch. He beats his man cold. It's all about staking your turf.
Peter, the touchdown puts them in prime position to tie this up.
Well, all they need to do is knock in the PAT for the tie. The thing is, they could go for 2 as well, and that would be an interesting call here.
Reed lines up to tie the game. Here's the point after, and
The extra point is
it's good. The ref gets the signal, and we're set. Reed kicks this one away. Reed fields this one deep at the 1. Stopped at the 26.
J.R. Reed got out close to the 20 on that one, so his decision to take it out of the end zone didn't really pay off, but it didn't really hurt him either. Hey, I like those stats. Great receiving yards.
Westbrook gains 3 yards, and the clock will continue to run. Second down, 2 receivers to the left. No good, incomplete. Third down, the clock is stopped at 1:33. McNabb throws a heater, and it's incomplete. Johnson lines up to punt after the 3 and out. The snap and punts it away. Randall fields the punt at the 33. Dragged down at the 35.
Antoine Randall got swarmed by the kicking team before he got very far. That nice punt pretty much goes unanswered.
The Steelers start this drive of the game from well in their own territory, and the clock at 1:22. Alex Daly takes it off the toss and runs into traffic. The Steelers will take a timeout. That's their second. Second down with a split backfield. Mays didn't haul that one in, and it falls incomplete.
Lee Mays had some room on the fringes there, but couldn't reel in the pass.
Third down. The clock is stopped at 1:14. Maddox throws a bullet here, and it's not reeled in. Incomplete.
Dahani Jones did a beautiful job on that last play covering the post route. That pass never had a chance. Incomplete.
Well, the D holds tight on 3rd and long and forces an incompletion. That was a good call by the defensive coordinator.
Oh, it sure was. Perfect D for that situation.
And it will bring up 4th down. Gardocki lines up for the punt. Gardocki takes the snap and punts it away. Mahe gets it at the 23. Tackled at the 28.
Reno Mahe got swarmed by the kicking team before he got very far. That nice punt pretty much goes unanswered.
The Eagles start this drive of the game from well in their own territory, and the clock at 1:04. McNabb throws a big rainbow here, and it's knocked away from the receiver, incomplete.
Hey, if you check out this replay, you'll find a few examples of how these guys earn their paycheck week in and week out, baby. And hey, there's no better way of earning a paycheck than knocking a few heads down there on the field.
Second down, 3 wideouts in the game. Porter makes a play on this and forces the incompletion.
Joey Porter came in and got a hand on that football and left no chance for a reception there.
A nice defensive play will give him his second batted ball of the game.
Yeah, great read there.
Third down. The clock is stopped at 56. McNabb lofts this one out to the left, and it's caught at the 46. Tackled, and the clock will continue to run. It will be first down.
Hey, check this one out. Over 400 yards for the game. You gotta love that.
Owens catches the heater left sideline and gets the first. He's out of bounds, and that will stop the clock at 29.
Terrell Owens sees the time slipping away and does what he has to stop the clock. That's good thinking. Yep, did the smart thing by running out of bounds.
A well-designed play there, Peter, and they will move the chains.
And let me tell you, Dan, hearing those chains move is one of the best sounds in the game for an offense. Look, Dan, great receiving yards there. That will help your fantasy team.
McNabb uncorks this to the left sideline, and the reception is made for a first and more. Touchdown!
Donovan McNabb makes a terrific completion in double coverage here. Wow, now that is one confident QB.
That's his third TD reception, and obviously the passes are coming his way.
Yeah, all big passes, too. What a game. Well, there's the millennium mark, 1,000 yards this season. What a player.
Now the point after, and it's good. There's the signal, and we're ready. Akers booms a beauty here. Caldwell decides to take it out of the end zone. Stopped at the 20.
Ricardo Colclough got out close to the 20 on that one, so his decision to take it out of the end zone didn't really pay off, but it didn't really hurt him either.
The Steelers will start this drive deep in their own territory with the clock at 20. Ward hauls it in right side. The Steelers take a timeout. That's their final one. Second down. The clock is stopped at 15. Maddox rifles it out left side, and this one is incomplete.
Number 21 with the cover.
Third down, tight end to the left. Lewis makes a play on this and forces the incompletion. It'll be fourth down.
Oh, yes, fourth down, baby. Good. Hey, yo, I got him ready. I got 86. Set. Craig, 34.
Rips him down in the backfield, and that will force a turnover on downs.
Javon Curse goes in unblocked and nails him to the ground. The O-line should be embarrassed. Watch this. Oh yeah, sacks don't get much easier than that.
They had the right idea there, going for it, trying to put the ball in the end zone, but they couldn't convert.
It was the right time to roll the dice, Dan, but this time the house wins and they turn it over. Dan, this game is over. There's no way for the D to stop the clock, and the offense is just going to sit on the ball to win this one.
And that is going to do it for this one. The Eagles come out on top 30-23. For my partner, Peter O'Keefe, this is Dan Stevens saying goodbye until next time.
Okay, Dan, thank you very much. And let's welcome all of you back to the studio. I'm Chris Berman here to bring you our ESPN Video Games post-game wrap-up. The Eagles stepped it up for sure, putting up some good numbers. Let's get started in this one early in the third quarter. Mike Logan was in the right place at the right time, as his interception was a possible momentum shifter. After driving 14 yards on 4 plays, Jeff Reed sets up the field goal attempt from just about the parking lot. Got a lot of leg, though. He's got it. Connect for their third field goal. The Eagles trying to answer back. Eagles losing by 2. Donovan McNabb would drop back and deliver a strike on this one. They take their first lead of the half and go up by 1. The Steelers come right back. Hines Ward found a soft spot on the defense and it worked to his advantage. A 34-yard touchdown for the Steelers. Steelers out in front, 16-10. Terrell Owens makes him pay. He's running a deep route, and this ball is right where it needs to be. That set up a 33-yard field goal. The Eagles climb back into the game, now down by 3. Sheldon Brown would snuff out a drive on this one. It's a fumble. There he is for the recovery. The Eagles, after recovering a fumble, Eagles trailing by 3. David Akers would come on and connect on the field goal try. They even the score, 16-all. The Eagles again have it. Aaron Smith is reading the quarterback's eyes all the way as he's able to get his hands on this one and pick it off. Game tied, 16-all. Terrell Owens came up with a big play. He was able to pull this one in. A 74-yard touchdown for the Eagles. The Steelers come right back. Lee Mays ran a terrific route here and was able to pull this one in. A 39-yard play that set up a Steeler touchdown. The Eagles answering right back. Game tied 23-all. Terrell Owens had to work to find an opening, but he was able to haul this one in. And that's where we'll leave this one. Eagles edge out a win 30-23. Now let's check in with our player of the game. A guy who made one big-time catch after another to help seal the win for his team. Terrell Owens is standing by with our Suzy Kolber. Suzy?
Thanks, Chris. You really hustled today, and you edged them out in a hard-fought game. What do you think was vital to your team's success today?
You know what? Somebody was really looking out for us today, above and beyond. We were just blessed to come up with the win. I'm just very thankful and happy that we came out on top, and now we have to look forward to next game.
Back to you, Chris.
Well, that just about does it. Thanks so much for joining us. We'll see you next time here on ESPN, celebrating 25 years as the worldwide leader in sports. I'm Chris Berman. So long.